Bam! What is up? It is Shiny Boy Sports Guru coming to you with Game 7. The best two words in sports. It's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final tonight. Winner takes the Stanley Cup, and the other team goes home with nothing. I mean, it's going to be an action-packed night. I mean, it's going to be over tonight, no matter who wins. Someone's going to be taking that cup, whether it be the Oilers or the Panthers. And this here beard is coming off tomorrow. So, anyway, the first three games, the Panthers just dominated the Oilers. I mean, Bobrovsky was playing amazing. I mean, the Panthers were clicking on all cylinders. They took the first two in Florida. The series shifted to Edmonton, took game 3. Then, with the Oilers' backs up against the wall, they take game 4 in Edmonton. The Panthers have the chance to take home game 4. The Oilers respond. The Panthers have a chance to take game 5 on home ice. The Oilers respond. They have a chance to take it in game 6 in Edmonton, and the Oilers respond. So tonight it's all down to just one game. The only time a team in the Stanley Cup final to come back from a 3-0 deficit was the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs. When they beat the Detroit Red Wings after losing the first 3, they won 4 straight. So that was I've seen teams down 3-0 in the playoffs, in the Stanley Cup playoffs, but not the final. I mean, teams were down 3-0, force a game 7 and lose game 7. But that was the only team. The 1942 Leafs were the last team to do that. The only team to do that. Sorry. Anyway, the Oilers trying to do it tonight, trying to give Canada its first Stanley Cup since 1993 with Montreal. The Canadians were the last team to do it in 93. Teams have since gotten to the Stanley Cup final from Canada, but ever since 94, it's gone to an American team each time. 94 Canucks lost. 2004 Flames lost, 2006 Oilers lost, 2007 Senators lost, 2011 Canucks lost, and 2021 Canadians lost. So, Oilers trying to become the first team in 31 years to be the first team from Canada to win the Stanley Cup, and trying to be a team that came back from an 0-3 deficit. Connor McDavid has that team firing. I mean, Draisaitl's had a heck of a playoffs. Zach Hyman has had a heck of a playoffs. Evan Bouchard has had a heck of a playoffs. Skinner's been playing amazing these last 3 games. And for the Panthers, Evan Rodriguez has been playing great. Barkov has been playing great. Bobrovsky did great the first 3, and then the next 3 the Oilers find a way to solve them. Then it's all down to the night. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a dogfight, because only one team's going to get their name inscribed on that cup. So I don't know who's going to win it. I like both teams. I mean, most people are probably going with the Panthers. Most people that I know, because they live in Florida. So my dad's taking the Panthers. I'm not taking anybody. I'm going to be happy for whoever wins it, whoever takes it home. But we all know tonight's the last game. Tonight's the last night. 66 days since the playoffs began. And it's all going to be tonight. We will have a champion. We will have it crowned. We will have an MVP. I mean, in my opinion, if the Panthers win, I'm gonna still say Bobrovsky, but I'm not sure if it's gonna. But I'm gonna still say Bobrovsky. But for Edmonton, if they win, it's gonna go to Hyman. I gotta give it to Zach Hyman. I mean, Draisaitl has had a heck of a playoff. McDavid has had a heck of a playoff, but Zach Hyman, he has to be the Conn Smythe winner if Edmonton wins. So we've been through 6 hard-fought games. Panthers have 3 shots to close it out, but couldn't do it. The Oilers had played with a sense of urgency. They came out shooting and scoring, because that would have been the last game if they lost any of them. That would have been the last game of the year. So Edmonton has Edmonton has the advantage right now, even though this last game is in Florida. I mean, home ice, that's all the Panthers have as an advantage for. The other advantages all go to Edmonton. I mean, think about that 06 Edmonton Oilers team. They were down 3-1 in the final against Carolina. They win Game 5 in Carolina. They win Game 6 in Edmonton. They go back to Carolina for Game 7, and Carolina ends up winning 3-1. So, could we see history repeat itself tonight? Will the Panthers come out flying and scoring and shooting the lights out of Skinner? Or, I mean, all of oil country up in Alberta in Canada has waited since 1990 to win a Stanley Cup. I mean, I'm talking about the Oilers franchise. Now, Canada has been waiting, like I said, since 93. But oil country, Oiler fans have been waiting since 1990, when Mark Messier and the Oilers beat the Boston Bruins. So we are in for a treat tonight. Me and my dad are going to be watching. The Stanley Cup is going to definitely be presented tonight. We're going to have an MVP too. But, like I said, I'm happy with whoever comes out on top. I mean, if the Oilers win, I'm going to be happy for them. I'm going to be happy for Canada. The Canada curse, as I call it. The 31-year Canada curse would be over. And the birthplace of hockey will have champions again. If the Panthers win, I'm going to be happy, because, we had those back-to-back cups with the Lightning, and another Stanley Cup would be coming to my home state. And the last 5 years, a Florida team has been in the final. 20, 21, and 22 with the Lightning, 23, 24 with the Panthers. And the Panthers are looking for redemption. They're looking to redeem themselves from that Stanley Cup loss last year to the Golden Knights in Vegas. But also, the Panthers are going to try to avoid being known as the biggest choke in hockey history. I mean, they had a great year. It's just, you have a 3-0 lead. Everyone's thinking, you're gonna end it. You're gonna at least win it in Game 5, but wasn't the case. You give Connor McDavid, Captain Canada, and all those guys from Edmonton credit. They came out with a sense of urgency. They came out fighting. They came out giving it all they got. And so next thing you know, we're here. Game 7, 1 game for it all. Anyway, I hope you all are going to be watching Best 2 Words in Sports Game 7. It all comes down to tonight. 1 game only. And a champion will be crowned tonight. So watch, like, and subscribe to these videos, and I will see you guys in the next video.